Is that exhaustive enough for you, or do you want me to repeat it a bit slower for you, Logic?
I like that. Thank you for that example. Word. Give me the big screen, please. I'm about to bury this child.
Nice rhetoric, bro.
No,
hey, no means tell, right? No means tell, right?
No means, hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Mark 10:18, man.
Hey, here we go.
Mark 10:18.
Right,
here we go. Can you read that?
Are
Go ahead and
you
read that.
Me? I just defined it in fiqh. Oh my God, Logic, you're a slowpoke.
All right, no,
Logic, you're a slowpoke.
Before I have you read, if the has
you are a slowpoke.
Before I have you read as a half brain,
you are a slowpoke.
Did you not just make
Logic? You are like top
claim,
3 sub 5 intellectually. You have sub 5 intellectually.
Can you control her?
Let him read. Let him read.
Buddy, I just gave him a definition.
Can you control her? You ready now? So notice what you did, Korra. Earlier, you said, when I asked you to define what an oath is, you said that an oath in Islamic fiqh is going to be different from the definition of the word oath in our English language. I asked you, what is the difference? You haven't told me the difference. You just gave me some waffle fest on what you're making up about what an oath is within Islamic fiqh, which is to call upon God. Call upon God, make a statement to call upon God, to bind yourself and make a statement calling upon God upon something that can possibly happen in reality, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, let's see what oath means in the English language. Right here it says, a solemn, usually formal calling upon God or a deity to witness to the truth of what one says, or to witness that one sincerely intends to do what one says. It's exactly what you just said. The Islamic fiqh is on an oath.
That's false.
So you just, please be quiet. I'm trying to give you the other half of the brain. So you just buried yourself by trying to make this is what we do here. What we do here is we expose how the waffle fest is just waffle.
Okay, calm down, both of you. It's okay, calm down.
So why would Allah use the word haram when Muhammad really didn't do anything haram? Why would he use that word?
What does haram mean?
It means prohibited or impermissible.
Okay, so make something prohibited for yourself, which is permissible.
Right.
Is this Allah saying that what the Prophet ﷺ did is haram? Is this Allah saying that?
That's
and
why
if so, prove that. Wait, hold on.
He used the literal word haram.
1 second. Yeah, but haram is referring to what the Prophet ﷺ did to himself. He's not calling the action haram.
Do you agree that Allah's correcting Muhammad?
It is a correction, not just for him, but it's an emphasis. Hold on. Can you guys let me finish speaking?
I got you. If he's correcting him, then he did something wrong, correct?
Not necessarily, no. Because in Islam, we make a distinction between, the two grown men freaking out. Anyways, the reason why I'm saying this is because...
Hey, W Korra in the chat, man.
Hey, man, but both of you chill out. Anyways, the point that I was going to make is that there is a distinction between Allah correcting an action or Allah putting an emphasis on a particular action not necessarily being binding.
What are you
now,
talking
the
about?
reason why, okay, listen, if you actually read the verse, it's talking about a way that you are absolved from oaths. So Allah is not saying that the action was impermissible. Allah is emphasizing that these types of oaths are not binding. So let's say, for example, if I say I have made... I'm speaking very slowly.
You said a lot.
I'm speaking very slowly, Logic.
Okay. What does it mean to correct something?
Okay. So if a particular action isn't necessarily 100% in line or not binding. So let's say, for example, if I take an oath and this oath isn't necessarily binding upon
simply,
me,
what does it mean
I can emphasize, wait, hold on, I'm speaking specifically in this instance. So with regards to this particular instance, Allah Azza wa Jal is emphasizing that this type of an oath is not necessarily binding upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Thank you. So what does it mean to correct something?
I'm in the middle of speaking.
But you're not answering the question, Korra.
I was talking to Word. I don't know why you came up and tried to involve yourself, Logic.
We're all in this conversation together.
Okay, let me get another Muslim.
We can all
talk
together.
Okay, let me get Cal. Hold on, let me send this live to Cal real quick.
Cal's already was in here. Let me see if he's still here.
No, because you wouldn't rise him, but it's okay. We'll get my boy Cal.
No, I was in the middle of a conversation when he was trying to come up, and Chris Claus said...
Yeah, but the guy you were talking to is boring, man.
I mean, I can't help for people who comes up. They request up. I talk to them. So who, Cal, are you here? Put a one in the chat, Cal, if you're.
But anyways,
I just want to know what
I'll just text Cal.
I just simply want to know what does it mean to correct something? That's all I asked, and you went on something else on a Waffle Fest.
No, because I'm speaking specifically in relation to the verse. Now, the verse,
do you rock
the verse is sent down.
I didn't ask why the verse was sent down. I
wasn't acknowledging you. I was acknowledging.
What does it mean to correct something?
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the host, Logic.
Okay, so what does it mean to correct something?
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the host.
But I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to you.
Yeah, I don't feel like talking.
Oh, there go Cal.
I bet you don't.
That's kind of boring. Yo, what's up, Cal? Anyways, let's go back to the topic. Let's go back to the topic.
What does it mean?
Okay.
I said Aki.
Anyways, what does it mean to correct? What does it mean to correct something, Korra?
Wait, hold on. I wanted to hammer in one more point with Word because he didn't address something that I said.
There's not one more point that you're going to hammer.
Wait, no. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Logic. You came up here and you interjected.
Yes, I came up here.
And you
I waited for you to finish your points.
No, you derailed a conversation between.
Hey, Word. Is my question a if you tell me it's
that's the same question I asked her before though.
I asked her the same question. Interesting.
Yeah, I asked the question.
So we're on the same page.
I asked that same question before.
So we're on the same page?
That's why I asked you what does it mean when Allah corrected Muhammad? I asked you that.
Yeah, so the intent of the verse, yes, the intent of the verse. 1 second, hold on.
I'm sorry,
yeah, I'm acknowledging the verse. And why are there Christians blaspheming in the comments?
Hold on. What does it mean? Because earlier
y'all don't be blaspheming in the comments, y'all.
Nobody blasphemed on either side, but regardless.
You were double talking earlier, Korra. You said in one place you said that it wasn't a correction, and then you're saying it's a correction, but not really.
No, I didn't say that. What I did is I put an emphasis, Logic.
If you can calm down, it'll be okay.
You just, Logic, it's going to be okay. Regardless,
so
why are you stealing my rhetoric?
To correct something, Korra? Please answer.
Okay, beautiful. So in this instance, what Allah is doing, the correction is that He is putting an emphasis on the fact. Wait, no.
I'm not asking what a correction is. I'm asking what does it mean to correct something.
I'm giving you an example of what the correction is.
I don't need an example. I want to know what does it mean to correct something, Korra.
Okay, if a particular thing is either inaccurate or wrong, and the inaccuracy in this instance is the presence of an oath that is not binding.
If it's inaccurate, is it wrong?
61. Wait 1 second. Sorry.
No, the oath was. I need you to be specific.
Yeah. The inaccuracy in this instance, yes, the inaccuracy or the wrong oath in this instance is an oath that lacks binding.
I got you.
So when we're talking about, let me finish responding. Hold on, Logic.
Okay.
So in Surah 61, it is putting an emphasis on the fact. Wait, hold on. Do you acknowledge that Surah 61 verse 2?
Can you please not ask me another question until you answer?
Yeah, I did answer. I already answered the question.
No, you just used other words. When you say inaccurate, to be inaccurate, does that mean to be wrong?
An inaccuracy can be used interchangeably with wrong depending on the context.
Is there any context where something that is inaccurate can be correct?
Nah.
Good Lord. Okay, thank you. So, you see how we got it?
So the oath,
I don't understand. Hold on, let me
inaccuracy in this instance.
I don't understand. So, can we agree?
Wait, hold on.
Can we agree that Muhammad was wrong here?
Wrong in the action, not necessarily, but what Allah is doing.
Inaccurate.
Wait, no. Wait, hold on. And Logic, what did I say the inaccuracy was? Wait, hold on. Let's do a test.
This is what I'm talking about.
Wait, let's do a test and see if Logic was tracking. Hold on. Let's do a test and see if you were tracking. What did I say was inaccurate?
You said that him taking the oath in this case was inaccurate.
No, the oath is the inaccuracy or the wrong
so was
thing.
Muhammad wrong
because
when he made the oath?
Lacked binding.
So did he make a wrong oath?
What Allah is doing is putting an emphasis.
Did he make a wrong oath?
No, he's making no. The oath is unbinding. Is the emphasis, Logic?
Wait, hold on. The point, Logic. Did he tend for it to be binding?
Wait, hold on. He's doing too much, bro. He's being theatrical.
Real quick. I just want to ask a question.
He's being so theatrical for no reason.
Go ahead.
I'm bewildered, bro.
Was Muhammad intending for it to be binding?
Wallahu a'lam, to be honest.
Allahu a'lam.
With regards to whether or not you're asking me for someone's intention. That's crazy, dude.
What is the oath? Is the oath binding or not?
An oath isn't always binding.
What is an oath then? Is an oath agreement and you that means you're binding,
No. In Islam, wait, hold on. In Islam, an oath can be both binding and unbinding. An example of an unbinding oath.
What?
Okay, it seems you have a tracking issue. You don't know what's going on.
Crazy.
An example of an unbinding oath, Logic.
The religion of yes, no.
Hey, Logic, calm down. An example of an unbinding oath is, for example, if I take an oath that I'm going to do something haram, that oath is not binding upon me. For the reason being that it's built off of something impermissible. Another example of an unbinding oath is if I make haram for myself something halal.
One thing at a time, Korra. We're not going to let you go waffle on a waffle.
No, I'm giving you examples, Logic. I'm
just
giving you
one thing at a time. So if you personally make an oath to do something haram, is that an example of you personally binding yourself to doing something even though it's impermissible?
It's not actually binding.
What does it mean? What is an oath? Jesus Christ is the Lord of hosts. What's an oath?
What do you think an oath is?
What is? No, don't ask me what I think it is because I thought it meant something.
Me vowing to do a particular action.
I thought we knew what an oath meant.
Me vowing to either do or not. Wait, I'm defining the term.
But because of your double talk,
I'm defining the term.
Excuse me, Korra.
Logic, I'm defining the term.
Notice how I let you give y'all for your example?
No, you didn't. You interrupted me multiple times.
Calm down.
You interrupted me, Logic.
Okay, so we'll just do this.
But go ahead.
Thank you. So I thought that we knew what the word oath means, but now we're talking to a Muslimah. So now we don't know because you're double talking. So please don't ask me what I think it is after I just asked you. What is the definition of the word oath?
Okay, so the way that we're going to define oath in this instance is vowing to either do or not do a particular action.
When you vow to do something, what does that mean?
Oh my goodness. I just defined to you the term.
What does it mean to vow to do something? Because you're still being vague with your definition.
I'm saying that I will do it. That's as simple as it's going to get.
Very good. So when you say that you will do something, is that your intention binding on yourself to do something even if it's haram?
No, intending to do something doesn't make the oath binding within Islam.
Yeah,
because right now we're doing because right now, Logic, we're doing something that you hate to do, which is speak about fiqh. So within fiqh, a particular oath, regardless of whether or not your intention is it being binding, that doesn't make it binding. So if you want, we can talk about the fiqh of this issue because I actually brought up what Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah says in Majmu' al-Fatawa about these particular oaths of you making something either permissible or impermissible for yourself. But if you don't want to talk about fiqh, we don't have to talk about fiqh, Logic. But I'm going to tie this back to the argument.
Hold on, let me respond to what you just said.
And a point that I made. Wait 1 second. I'm going to tie this back to the point that I was making.
Let me respond to what you just said, though.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to tie it back to something.
Yeah, but you just made a point. I need to respond to what you just said.
But I'm tying this point to something that was said
but I need to respond to what you just said. You're going
you can respond to both points after I'm done speaking.
You need to slow down and deal with one point at a time.
It's okay. It's not my fault. You can't keep up with me, Logic. That's not my fault.
You're not going to
I'm going to go ahead and tie the point back to what
you can't waffle here. Sorry.
It's okay, Logic.
On a panel like this, you actually have to deal with the arguments.
Logic. You have to actually deal with the arguments. It's okay, Logic. It is okay. It's okay, Logic. You can't track what's going on.
It is okay.
I understand that I might be speaking a little bit too quickly, or maybe you're not understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth.
All of a sudden, we don't know what the word
maybe you're not understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth.
We don't know what the word binding means. We don't know what it means to be incorrect. We don't know what it means to be inaccurate. We don't know what the word means.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this because wait, hold on. If you're so studying Islam, wait, hold on. If you're so studying Islam, what makes it? Wait, hold on.
Hold on, everybody, calm down. Let's bring it back.
Hey, sorry for the quick interruption. If you're enjoying this conversation and finding it helpful, would you take just a second to check whether you're subscribed? If you're not, subscribing is one of the best ways to support Apologetic Vanguard and helps us continue bringing you carefully edited Christian apologetic, debates, and biblical discussions. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get back to the debate.
FIQH.
Clear the room. Let's go.
Never ask GodLogic about fiqh, man.
Calm down.
And never ask Korra to define anything, man.
I mean, I defined every term.
You're going to get a yes, no every time. Yes, it does mean this.
I mean, I defined every single term that you asked me to define, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you did not.
Regardless.
What does it mean to vow to do something?
If I'm making a statement that I'm going to do X. For example, if I make the statement that I'm going to do X, I don't need an example.
I just need the answer to my question. Stop trying to waffle with an example, a fake example every time.
a fake example?
She
Do you have a
defined
tracking
zen
issue or
using
something,
the
Logic?
Something that's not analogous.
Do you have a tracking issue, Logic? Are you
I
kidding me?
I can't track yes, no answers.
It seems you have a serious
I
tracking
can't
issue,
track
Logic.
double talking. It's hard.
Buddy, there's no double talking going on. Maybe
Yes,
you're
you
just
are.
not
Okay,
tracking the
answer
words that are coming
question
out of my
then.
mouth,
What-
Logic.
Define what it means when you say an oath is when you vow to do something. What does it mean to vow to do something?
Okay, to make a positive statement that I'm going to do X.
What does it mean to so if I say I'm going to drink this this water bottle, is that a vow that I'm making?
Well, depends the way that you're defining though.
Oh my!
But
Do you see what
within
I'm-
Islam, within Islam, we have a different definition for what makes an oath binding.
In Islam, words don't.
Yeah,
mean what
because
they
right,
actually mean.
because we're talking about jurisprudence right now, Logic,
The
a topic
double
that you've
talking
never
yet
discussed
again.
with me. So
Double talking
Logic,
yet
wait, hold on,
again.
Logic. We're right now, we're not talking about your definition
Define
of
what
Logic.
a vow is.
Calm
What
down.
does it mean to vow to do something?
Are you asking me for your definition or the definition
I'm
within
asking
fiqh?
you for an objective definition of what
We're
it means
speaking
to
about
vow
Islam,
to do
Logic, so
something.
this is an internal
when I
critique,
make an
so if
oath
I
and
give you a
said,
vow-
excuse me, stop cutting me off.
Logic.
When
I was in
make
the
an
middle of
oath,
speaking.
go ahead and mute her. Go ahead and mute her word. Or
Are
something.
you kidding me?
Because she can't control herself.
This guy is a slowpoke. What's going on?
She can't
But
control herself.
regardless,
Yeah,
Logic.
let's let each other talk. All right.
No word.
Let's let each other
is
She
talk.
can't
speaking-
control herself.
wait,
She's even cutting you off now.
Let's let each
okay,
other
the
talk.
mods are muting me now, but regardless.
Okay.
I didn't mute
so
you.
when I ask you to define oath, you give me
Don't
some
mute
vague.
it. I'll mute people. All right, mods, don't do it. I'm capable.
You give some vague definition saying, oh, when you vow to do something. I ask you, what does that even mean? And you can't even tell me what that means. Oh, it depends on how you're defining it. That's what I just asked you.
Bud,
So
are
why
we
don't
speaking
you hold
about
on,
Islamic
relax,
jurisprudence?
Relax so that you know how to engage with the question, Korra. The Waffle Fest is not going to help you, not on this panel. So when you tell me that to make an oath, when Muhammad makes something haram for himself, all he's doing is making an oath, but it's not incorrect when you said that it's an inaccurate oath, and you said to be inaccurate is to be wrong, but in this case, it doesn't mean that he's wrong. He's making a wrong oath. You're double talking. So the question is, when you say making an oath is to vow to do something, what does that mean? I don't need some elaborate example. Tell me what it means.
Okay, so I need some clarification first.
Lord.
And the clarification that I need is, are we speaking from an external lens? So are we speaking from the perspective of what an oath is within fiqh? Or are we speaking about what an oath is within the English language? Because depending on what we're speaking about, the definition is going to vary. If you're asking me...
What's the difference between an oath in Islam, in Islamic fiqh, and the actual definition of the word? What's the difference?
Okay, so within Islam, when you make an oath, you invoke Allah's name and you have niyyah, and it needs to concern something which can conceive possibly. So in order for me to make an oath within Islam, I invoke either Allah's name or his attributes, and I must have the niyyah that it is an oath, and what I am making the oath about must conceive within reality, and it must be a future possibility. Now, all of these stipulations would not be within the definition of oath within the English language, because depending on the context, the definition is going to vary. Was
What does
that
it mean?
exhaustive enough for you?
No, what
Or
it's
do you
not.
want me to repeat it slower?
What's the definition of the word oath?
Within Islam?
Lord have mercy.
Okay, so an oath within Islam is going to be a statement where you A, invoke Allah's name or one of his attributes, B, have the niyyah of it being an oath, and C, it relates to something which can take place within reality and which is taking place in the future. That is what an oath is going to be within fiqh and or jurisprudence within Islam. Is that exhaustive enough for you, or do you want me to repeat it a bit slower for you, Logic?
I like that. Thank you for that example. Word. Give me the big screen, please. I'm about to bury this child.
Nice rhetoric, bro.
No,
Hey, no means tell, right? No means tell, right?
No means, hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, Mark 10:18, man.
Hey, we gotta go to the Greek,
Mark
not the
10:18,
English,
man.
right?
Here we
man?
go. Can you read that? Go ahead and read that.
I just defined it in fiqh. Oh my
Go
god,
ahead
you're
and read
Logic, you're a slowpoke.
All right, no,
Logic, you're a slowpoke.
Before I have you read, if the has
you
as a
are
half-brain,
a slowpoke.
Before I have you read as a half brain,
you are a slowpoke.
Did you not just make
Logic? You are like top
claim,
3 sub 5 intellectually.
Can you
are
mute her?
you have sub 5
Come on,
intellectually.
Can you control her?
let him read. Let him read.
Buddy, I just gave him
Can
a
you
definition.
control her? You ready now? So notice what you did, Korra. Earlier, you said, when I asked you to define what an oath is, you said that an oath in Islamic fiqh is going to be different from the definition of the word oath in our English language. I asked you, what is the difference? You haven't told me the difference. You just gave me some waffle fest on what you're making up about what an oath is within Islamic fiqh, which is to call upon God. Call upon God, make a statement to call upon God, to bind yourself and make a statement calling upon God upon something that can possibly happen in reality, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, let's see what oath means in the English language. Right here it says, a solemn, usually formal calling upon God or a deity to witness to the truth of what one says, or to witness that one sincerely intends to do what one says. It's exactly what you just said. The Islamic fiqh is on an oath.
That's false.
So you just, please be quiet. I'm trying to give you the other half of the brain. So you just buried yourself by trying to make this is what we do here. What we do here is we expose how the waffle fest is just waffle. You say a lot without saying anything. And so you try to make up that all of a sudden oath in Islam is different from just the word oath in general. And it's not any different. So again, we see that both an oath is a calling upon God, bearing witness about what the person intends to do. You said that this is the same thing that Muhammad did. Was the oath that Muhammad made, was it a correct oath that he made, or was his oath wrong? Please answer simply.
Beautiful. Give me a big screen real quick. Word. Okay, perfect. So he made the positive claim that the definition that I gave for oath was actually just a bunch of waffle and salad that I gave him, and it wasn't necessarily in compliance with the definition within the English language. Now, every single stipulation that I gave you for the definition is present within Islamic fiqh. Now, logic, I'm going to ask you after this to repeat all of the conditions that I gave you for an oath within Islam, because the definition that you just gave me from a dictionary is not exhaustive. Buddy, I let you speak, so are you going to let me? Or are you going to continue acting like a kid?
You're supposed to answer.
Do you want me to spell kid out for you? And then
I want you to
repeat it
answer the
after me?
question.
Logic, I have a question.
Don't ask me anything until you answer the question.
Logic. I'm going to respond to everything that you said, and then I'm going to answer your question.
Can you
but
answer
the first thing that I'm going to do,
and then expound, please?
I don't need to do all that, because you didn't answer my question, but
You didn't have a question,
I'm going to do you... No, I'm going to do you a solid, and then I'm going to answer
You didn't have a
yours.
question, half brain. You didn't have a question.
Okay, keep insulting me like the little dog you are.
You were the
Logic.
one... Oh, now you
It's
can't
okay,
take the
dog
trash
logic.
talk?
No, I didn't.
You can't take
I didn't
the trash
insult you
talk now?
personally.
You know
though.
what?
I didn't insult you personally though.
You did. You said I was slow.
Yeah, I called you a slow poke, but that's like
Okay,
being
so
an
then,
insult,
so
though.
you can take the trash talk.
Regardless,
you call me slow. I
the
call you
definitions, logic, calm down.
What's the
the
Kevin Hart
definition that I
question?
gave you for
was Muhammad's oath correct,
Let me
or was
speak.
it a wrong
The
oath?
oath was not binding. Now,
I didn't ask if it was
let me
binding.
speak.
I'll ask. Word. Did you hear my question?
That's
Word?
the correct terminology.
Word.
Bud.
Did you hear my question? Word.
Bud, the oath is not binding. It's as simple as that. Don't turn off my
so
camera,
Word heard
dude.
my question.
Listen.
I'll ask it again.
Oh
Was
my
the
goodness,
oath
dude.
that Muhammad made, was it wrong or was it correct?
What does it mean for an oath not to be binding, logic?
Brother.
Literally, what do you think that means, logic? Let's be smart about this.
Thanks
logic.
for coming, Korra.
What does it mean
Thanks
for an
Thanks
oath
for
not
coming,
to be binding?
Korra. Thanks for coming, man.
Watch your hit, Jab.
Watch your head down, yeah. Watch your head down. Watch your head down. Watch your head down. Watch your head down. Just get it. Watch your head.
Hey, Logic,
Watch your head
I have a question.
Watch your head down.
Okay. What does it mean to know in English? Don't give me the Christian definition. What does it mean to know?
Oh my goodness.
Now he's biting out. Come on, Cal. I don't even know why she brought Cal up. Cal didn't even say nothing.
Because Kyle's a smart one.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't. He couldn't waffle out of that.
Cal did a good job staying out of that one. My gosh, Korra, you got to get better at this. You're not ready for this, Korra. Honestly, you got to get better at this. Okay, and this is probably why you came on a fake account, so that you wouldn't get noticed and wouldn't get chewed out by your handlers, who's gonna then flog you for getting dogged out by us and getting dog walked. But my goodness, seriously, sis, you got to do better. You got to, deal with the arguments directly. Like, everybody in here can see past the fake waffle and the fluff. Saying a lot, pretending to talk a lot, and you speak very well. You enunciate your words very well, but you're not saying anything. Everybody sees it. So you got to do a better job. You'll get better though. With time, you'll get better.
What we have just witnessed is the classic architectural collapse of modern Dawa polemics. For months, the strategy has relied on a tactic known as the waffle fest, enunciating words beautifully, speaking rapidly, and expanding into long, elaborate monologues without ever actually answering a direct, foundational question. The moment Korra was backed into a corner regarding whether Muhammad's oath was correct or incorrect, the entire defense defaulted to a desperate attempt to semanticize her way out of the trap. The fatal blow of this cross-examination was not a complex theological point, it was a simple demonstration of objective reality. By trying to claim that the word oath in Islamic law somehow completely detached from the standard definition of the word itself, she exposed a profound intellectual dishonesty. When GodLogic projected the literal English definition side by side with her statement, the illusion cracked completely. An oath is a solemn vow before God, and if a prophet makes an oath that the divine must instantly step in to correct, then by definition, that oath was structurally wrong. His exchange highlights a critical lesson for everyone standing on these front lines: error cannot afford to be clear. It must remain vague. It must say, it depends. It must claim that standard human logic and language do not apply to its specific theological system. Christian apologetic does not fear standard definitions, linguistic precision, or historical cross-examination. Truth welcomes the dictionary, stands firm under the light of scrutiny, and refuses to shuffle when the questioning intensifies. The strategy of empty rhetoric has been definitively exposed. How did you analyze the challenger's frantic defense once her semantic trap was turned against her? Share your tactical and theological commentary in the comments section below, and let's keep the dialogue sharp, clinical, and completely respectful. If you value raw scriptural exposure, high-retention editing, and standing with us on the front lines of truth, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and advance the standard. Thank you for watching. Keep your armor tight, stand your ground, and we will see you on the next frontline with the Apologetic Vanguard.